If I'm the S&D, my CEO will talk to the...
Working with International Marketing Group allowed me to travel around the world and see the best places. In many of my destinations, Filipinos I've met abroad say only one thing: there's no place like home, and that is our country, the Philippines. Nobody wants to live in different countries for the rest of their lives. They all want to come home when they retire. I tell them, retirement is easy with International Marketing Group. It offers people two things. First is to establish a retirement plan for themselves and for their families. Second is to allow themselves to build a business that can provide and secure their future. Many can't wait to save up so that they can soon fly back and retire comfortably in the Philippines.
Hi, I'm Bart Borja, and I'm checking our rising retirement haven for Filipinos and expats, a major gateway to the Philippines. My destination takes you today in Cebu.
Cebuanos, purportedly the proudest bunch of Filipinos. More than a quarter of the Philippine population speak the Cebuano language. And we have what is known as the Cebuano spirit, or quite simply, the burning desire to work for the common good. I'm Rosemary Halganza Borromeo, and my destination takes me to commonly known places to take a fresh look at what's good and new.
Welcome to Cebu. We're here in a waterfront hotel and casino, and with us is no other than the general manager himself, Mr. Grant Raymond Jeffries. Welcome, sir.
How are you?
We're good, and right now you're here in Cebu for how long already?
It's just approaching only 7 months, and I've had my eye on living and working in the Philippines for almost 2 decades. So finally, my projects around the world have allowed me to move here, and I couldn't think of a better place to live.
How do you find Cebu right now?
Cebu is fantastic. I first came here in 1989, fishing and scuba diving and visiting some of the outer islands. It's a great location. It has a fantastic airport. Meeting the airport CEO today, we're looking at bringing in some more international flights from Bohol to Oslo with the whale sharks, to the actual hospitality and welcomeness and friendliness of everybody here. It's just really amazing. I'm very lucky to be a hotelier and leading a wonderful hotel and casino here.
Well, how do you find the business right now when it comes to the hotel industry in Cebu? Is it good? Is it increasing, or?
It is increasing. There's a lot of construction. There's a lot of development. I would say that there's another 1,000 rooms coming online in the next 24 months. And of course, with conventions and with the right alleviation with the airport and good synergies with Ministry of Tourism, I would say that we'll need another 3,000 rooms in the next 36 months. So it's a matter of awareness, and that's done through trade shows, whether it's in Berlin or in New York, Australia. And I do believe that Cebu is such a jewel in the sand that once it's discovered, I think that people from all over the world will start focusing on the Philippines and in particular Cebu.
You mentioned something about being in the hotel industry for, well, since you were young. Right now, when it comes to the hotel industry here in Cebu, it's practically just growing. And what do you think of the future when it comes to the hotel industry here?
What I normally do, and thank you, I'm very lucky to grow up in a hotelier's family. My mum and dad had a hotel in Australia. My background is with luxury hotels around the world with Hilton and Raffles. But the last 10 years I've been working with family-operated companies, and waterfront hotels and resorts is that. It's something that we're the largest owner-operator, but I also see healthy competition with Marco Polo as well as Shangri-La, Radisson and Marriott, and they're all our neighbors. But I think in next 5 years we're going to have to open our doors to several other international brands, and our competition is good. It keeps us all on our toes, and at the end of the day it's about the guests. So Waterfront's very pleased to go to the next level on our expansion, but at the same time we welcome all of the international brands, and the guests will be expecting that. And I do foresee also a cruise ship terminal. So we're working closely with the mayor and the governor in the years to come on making that happen as well. So, I believe the cruise ship industry also has yet to discover Cebu.
Yeah, and you've been with Waterfront in the last 7 months?
Only 7 months.
So the future really is wide open and very promising. So what's in store for the people in Cebu in terms of the Waterfront?
Bart, that's a great question, and I'm surrounded by. I'm only as strong as my gardener, and I'm very lucky. I have great support with the owners. They're very passionate hoteliers as well. So I think that from the director of food and beverage to the executive chef to right through down to the purchasing manager, we all work cohesively together to ensure that the vision is accomplished. So from F&B promotions to bringing in the Gypsy Kings, Rod Stewart next year, Copperfield, and we're going to make this hotel and convention center and activities alive again. And we want to give the people of Cebu a choice and a good venue with lots of activities, whether it's food and beverage, casino promotions. Right now we have the Asia Poker Tournament. People have flown in all over the world. Robert De Niro and Al Pacino have expressed interest in coming up and playing a few hands. So, no, it's good. And I've had people from all over the world stay here and say, you know what, we never knew Cebu was like that. And so I think with the right advertising and the right passion and support with the right media campaign, I think that we'll all be pleasantly satisfied with the results.
Actually, in the last few months, I've been visiting Waterfront, and I can see the people grow. The number of people going in, it's really growing. What have you done? What have you, if you compare it with the how it was run before? There's magic. There's something that you've done.
It's very nice to hear that. It's music to my ears. And my father once taught me, don't reinvent the wheel. So it's a matter of everyone has a different management style, and my style is to lead from example. And I used to be a waiter, and I love going into the kitchen, and I love working with the housekeeping and the gardeners. So my management style and my colleagues around me are all adopting that, and we're working together. And like I said, it's it's about genuine hospitality, and we're very proud to be the largest owner-operator in the country, and the Waterfront has a great family and a great face of the country. So it's my job, what I've learnt from working in some of the finest hotels and resorts around the world. Now for the next 5 years, I want to bring that to the Philippines, and I want to bring that to Cebu, and I want to raise the bar tenfold, and to reap the rewards are the people of this country, and most importantly, Cebu.
Oh, good. So in the next 5-10 years, how do you see Waterfront, and not only in Cebu but in the whole world? Huh?
I think Thailand, Indonesia, Cambodia, Vietnam, on the retirement community and the bang for the dollar. I think also the retirement community around the world, with the right developments and the medical support, is a huge industry there also. And I've been working with the Philippine nationals for 30 years, and they're very proud people, they're very passionate and very driven. So I'm very lucky to be a support mechanism with that. And I'm a Catholic also, so we're doing, I just was inducted to the Rotary International, so we're doing a lot of corporate social responsibility and charities. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a win-win for all concerned. So I'm excited, and I'm very pleased, and I'm very happy. My wife and kids just left a few weeks ago, and they said they visited me in several countries around the world, but they said, "Dad, you look really happy." So
Good.
for me to hear that as a father, I'm doing something right.
We're happy to hear that. But right now, Waterfront, well, what are your, let's say, do you see it building more waterfront hotels or
We do.
like resorts in the next few years?
Absolutely. I'm pleased to say I've opened 17 hotels and resorts around the world. I'd like to focus on ecotourism. I believe there's some real majestic islands and properties here in the Philippines. I went up to, in Holy Week, I marched in the procession in Bantayan Island. And I think with the right ferries and plane connections, you know, places like that have really have been untapped. Up in the Romblon district and in Oslo, but there's so many opportunities, and I think once developers around the world find out about those opportunities and we alleviate all the hurdles with the red tape, I think tourism will go leaps and bounds. So for me, I would see the waterfront hotels and resorts expanding another 6 properties in the next 5 years.
Wow.
So that'll bring us to almost 12 hotels and resorts.
Good.
And it's the partners that we associate ourselves with. And like I said, we have everything in place now, but we need to focus on the basics and do the basics well, and that will result in great reputation, and I think then we can focus on expansion.
In terms of the foreign market right now, is waterfront gaining on the numbers?
We are. You know, our portfolio is very diverse. We're a publicly listed company, and I think that the shareholders as a whole and our vision and our core values, we're heading in the right direction. I'm pleased as the GM to assist and facilitate that, and I stick to the basics, and we do the basics well. Good food, good entertainment, the right lighting, the right music, the right cleanliness. And if you're clairvoyant to the market needs, it's not about the average room rate, it's about satisfying the clients. And if we focus on those basics, we will write our own vision. But for now, we need to get it right, get it very confident, and we will have great momentum. But Rome wasn't built in a day, and I think that we're very conservative when it comes to our expansion and improving the facilities within. But once we are convinced and we are ready, there's no stopping us. So I'm very lucky. The owners are an amazing family, and it reminds me of when I was growing up with my father being the owner, and 6 years old, I was washing glasses, and he would pay me in chocolate. So he used to ride a horse to school, and so I'm very lucky. And 40 years later, as a GM working in Cebu, I'm very happy.
Wow, you really have very big plans for waterfront in the next years to come.
Yeah.
And we're happy to meet with you, sir. And,
Thank you. Pleasure's all
we're
mine.
looking forward for more business here in Cebu. And thank you so much, sir.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you, Bart, and it's been a pleasure talking to you, and I look forward to looking after all of your needs in the future.
Thank you, sir. We'll check those places out when my destination returns with Miss Rosemary Holganza Borromeo.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'm here with Waterfront Hotel and Casino La Hogue F&B Director, Mr. Michele Cantini. I would like to know exactly, how long have you been in Cebu?
I'm a veteran of the Philippines. I live here since many years, but in Cebu is only 6 months.
How do you find Cebu?
Well, it's an amazing, vibrant city. I love the fact that the weather is fresher, and the nice thing that it's very close to paradise locations, unlike other big cities that you need to travel a lot in order to have a piece of paradise.
A piece of paradise, that's what you just said. This looks like a piece of paradise. The newly renovated waterfront hotel. I'm not saying that because you're the F&B director, but I've been a resident of Cebu for the longest time, and this has been a landmark for some time. And walking through waterfront now is like going into hotels in Mactan. So maybe we can go through all the new places in waterfront, and you can explain to us just how it has changed or evolved, and why the changes, and so far how has things been for waterfront.
Well, that will be my pleasure. Be my guest.
Okay, so we start out with that.
Okay, we
was
start with Mizu, our icon in terms of Japanese restaurant. Is one of the best Japanese restaurant in town, and here is our little Japanese empire. We have a typical Japanese atmosphere. We have a sushi bar with sushi master. We have a few functions room and the main dining room. The whole concept is pretty Japanese. As is Chef Imamura, that is here since more than a decade and is the master of the whatever comes into your plate.
This is Chef.
Here, Chef Imamura, the star of the restaurant. As you see, always into operation to guarantee the best Japanese food ever, and is a very passionate gentleman that really put his heart on any single ingredient and dish that comes out from the kitchen.
You've been a resident of Cebu for some time. How do you like it here?
Not all.
How about the Cebuanos? How do you like your Cebuano guests that come in?
I like it.
You get a lot of Japanese tourists too coming in to try your Japanese
Yes.
food. I'm the first time guest, and I would be asking you, what food do you serve that is really incomparable?
미소 마리넷, 우릴
Okay,
긴다라 미소야키 히야네.
You should try it. You should try this cuisine indeed.
Okay,
You
nice to
should.
meet you, Chef. Oh, I don't mind.
Always into operation.
Oh, it's great.
But he's really fluent in here they speak in Tagalog than in English. Here we have Chef Bar that is a well-known small meeting point with live music, live band, live DJ, colorful and tasty cocktails. It has a terrace, and we also relaunch on the 25th of April, last 25th of April, with a very nice party with Elena Darna, and we had really lots of fun for until late night. And that's since then, that's what we propose on this place. It's a meeting point on early and late evening until you boost yourself before to go to your final destination.
How different is the new Chef from the old Chef?
It's more into give the right concept of what a bar should be. Nice drinks, nice soundtrack, nice light, nice atmosphere. They fuse all together will pamper you for the whole evening. All right, La Gondola. It's an Italian restaurant based on old school Italian trattoria, which means grandmama's place, where you get a very warm welcome, a very warm atmosphere. Soon we will relaunch with even more authentic menu, ingredients, and we also have a terrace that soon we will upgrade with umbrella, shadows place, where can be the classic spring Italian garden. So it's all a work in progress.
You're Italian. So does this compare to the food that you have back home?
It's going to be there, and it's still a little bit more on the Mediterranean style. So I'm pretty sure that if we will give with my Italian expertise the real Italian touch, it will be even better. Have another icon in town, Tingao.
A lot of our VIPs dine here.
Except because they love the authenticity of our Chinese Malaysian chef Lo that is here since the opening of the hotel.
So 17 years.
17 years. For Joe Carolison is part of the inventor. Chef, just would like you to say hello to Miss Rose.
Mikali is telling me that you've been here for 17 to 18 years from the time Waterfront started.
Long time.
Long time.
So how many presidents have you been able to meet?
Many.
Many.
Marami.
Okay, let's make a count of the presidents that you've been.
Before Lamos,
President Estrada was here.
Estrada, Lamos, Arroyo,
Gloria Arroyo.
Lamos also.
How about Noy Noy?
Maybe also before.
Oh, so practically almost all the presidents.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
how have you managed to keep this restaurant really
Food.
popular?
So, mini food.
Chinese, Malaysian.
Yeah. No, and Cantonese cuisine and Malaysia and Singapore from Hong Kong. So, my master before also Hong Kong.
So you're now a resident of Cebu. You now live in Cebu permanently?
Yes.
I guess after 17 years.
No, because my next question is going to be, when time comes to retire, are you planning to go back to China, or are you planning to just live?
He loves to be here, right?
I stay Philippine lady, but my wife Filipino lady.
Okay.
So,
Oh, you have very good taste then. Thank you very much. It's nice to meet you.
thank you, chef. Thanks.
Okay.
Thanks.
Bye-bye.
And as you see, it's one of Best of Cebu favorites since in a row consecutives.
Best of Cebu is the Sunstar survey
Exactly.
of the different restaurants.
Exactly. Here you get typical sweet treats, homemade from our pastry chef, local and not. You get also bumper between different French and Western breads, normal breads, and all the different flavor and ingredients that make the difference in any single basket.
You can actually buy this and then take them out.
You
right?
can
And then
actually
it can be
bring a piece of Madeleine into your table at home. And that's what
or
we like.
give it as a gift.
Or
Because
give it as a gift.
I saw a very nice looking box that they use for each of these small
Yes.
creations.
Or if you don't want, you can just dine and enjoy it here while you're still dreaming in the gourmet walk.
And the prices are very reasonable. It's just like
They are, right?
having coffee in a coffee shop.
Kind of. Yeah, exactly. And speaking about coffee, we have an Italian concept coffee machine, and that will be the nice way to really combine this amazing pastry with an extra touch of energy. You should keep an eye on this art.
These are things you make for weddings.
These are a new thing that we want to do. We want to give you or to your friends, family, special occasion, wedding, birthday, whatever it's going to be.
You have the event in order. You can just come and order.
You can even come and order. You can personalize your own. You can have anything you want. You want to have one layer only. You want to have the whole cake. You want to have your company logo, your friend's name. This is a new water film feature that is already started to booming pretty much, because as you see, they're really arts.
Just to give an example, how much would that, let's say, Louis Vuitton design cake cost?
Well, let's say that being homemade, it depends about will be your personal thing, but let's say on a range between 5,000 up to even 20,000 or even more. It depends about really what you want. Of course, the more you want personalized, big, and the more details you want into it, the more will be, because are really handmade by our one of our pastry chef, a very young talented lady. We discover her passion and her skill, and you can judge by yourself, right? This is the peak of the iceberg of what she can do. This is Uno. This is the friendly place. As every buffet restaurant, we come all together. You shouldn't have any dress code. You shouldn't have any particular budget. Just come over with friends, family. Can be a table for 2, can be a table for 50. You just come in and you enjoy different experience. We start with the Western corner that is between Italian and Western in terms of recipes. We also have the area that we call appetizer, and this is an Asian fusion. Appetizers, of course, cheese, fresh cheeses, Western and Mediterranean with a touch sometimes of Asian, cold salad, chicken or pasta. Different salads with different topping, ingredients and dressing. As you see, even here we play on Western and Asian.
Some of the hotels in Cebu, I'd say maybe these 3, have walk-in guests just to try their buffet. How does Waterfront compare?
Well, judge yourself. We play on color, freshness, ingredients, quality and varieties. We recently upgraded the buffet in terms of varieties. We feature much more Chinese corner, Western and Italian corner, Filipino corner of course. I have to show you one area that I'm sure you will love it. We have the live cooking station that even here we divided in different corners. And we have Italian pasta station. You choose your own pasta, you choose your own base sauce, you choose your own extra ingredients, and they cook a la minute, fresh into your plate. Same here, from Chef Lo, we have the Chinese noodles corner, so you can choose your kind of noodle, rice noodle, or whatever you love. Choose your different ingredient inside. And voila, you get even your Chinese noodle experience, straight cook a la minute in front of you and delivered to your table. Carving station with Filipino and Western food, and mainly once a week we feature the whole lechon. And grill station, as you choose your pork, chicken, meat, or seafood, or vegetables, and even here you will have a grill experience. So here we have our homemade dessert, chocolate fountain, for the happiness of the most glutton. Homemade cakes.
Banana cake, right?
How do you like it?
It's good.
Not bad, right? It's one of my favorite, to be honest. We also have, these ladies are the one that prepare your crepe. In the morning we also have waffle, straight for the guests that choose their own topping, and we can create your favorite crepe. Here we have the Chinese corner as well.
Is this Japanese food similar to the one that we saw in Misu? Or
Actually, it comes from Misu.
Oh,
We really asked Chef Imamura to prepare for Uno, as Chef Lo prepared the Chinese corner, as the La Gondola Kitchen prepared the Western and Italian dishes. That's why the gourmet walk start from here, and the first stop, it's something that will give you a little bit of more hints of what you're gonna discover if you carry on to walk on there. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, you pay 50% off no matter what on these 3 days a week, having the same experience, the same varieties, the same quality, and the same warm service.
Kelly, I don't want to be melodramatic, but this is the area where I said that it's like being a piece of heaven, as far as I am concerned.
But there was a time when Waterfront was not really moving ahead, while the other hotels were really on track. And then we began to feel a little sorry that Waterfront was not improving as much as the other hotels, considering that it is a simple icon. And now you feel it, and you're happy, because this is simple.
Actually, we are a new, fresh team, more than 2 decades of luxury hotel experience. And I guess the reason why we are here, as you notice, is to bring something new to all the guests that still love us, and to the new that will love us soon, so in the future. So actually, you know better than me that the whole area here is renovated with a nice touch of Filipino history. The moment that you step in until the moment that you leave, and even after that. It was usually a nice experience, and that's what I love in my job, is to give something memorable, something that you'll never forget. Not only while you are staying with us, but you will always remember whenever you are. And that's what we want to do with the lobby. We want to give the first impact of, wow.
I can imagine the guests just snapping away, taking pictures of the lobby and then posting them on Facebook.
And that's what we want at the end. We love to give something that in a photo, in your mind, in your heart, will stay with you forever. Here, as you see, is a kind of a Zen style, very green area. So where we do party, private or not party. We do dinner events, whatever the guest wants. The new management is really bringing with the pool party a touch of vibrant theme parties that never been done before. So we are the pioneers of the pool party waterfront. Eat, drink, relax, and then go back to your meals, no matter which one are.
Thank you very much, Mr. Cantini.
was
It
a
was
pleasure.
a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure was all mine, and it was fun to guide you into the waterfront experience.
Yes, and it's definitely a very, very good experience for everybody to try out there.
Thank you very much again.
We will be right back with more. San Pedro is a military defense structure built by the Spaniards and Cebuano laborers under the command of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi. Scaffoldings and workers at the back reveal that rehabilitation work has commenced but is far from over. Right across the fort, in an area that people have come to know as Plaza Independencia, a new and pretty picture. As security guards continue to patrol its perimeter, Plaza Independencia is now a picture of solace and cleanliness. Safe and almost crime-free, years spent renovating the plaza are definitely paying off. Its huge garden decked with ornamental plants, flowers and centuries-old trees, a favorite destination for jogging, family outings, pictorials, and school practices.
Mas di na medyo rin makapag-practice kay kanya. Space, magusya dako, manjud kayo.
Saan naman yung edad? Pila naman mo?
Ako, 14. Ay, 14 ko nga!
Wala pa mo din nag-uyod sa inyong mga boys?
Wala man may mga boyfriend, single man may nan. Ako, NBSB man ko, so NBSB, no boyfriend since birth. No boyfriend since birth.
Strategically located between Fort San Pedro and nearby Magellan's Cross, Plaza Independencia is considered to be the most historically significant plaza in Cebu, witness to the province's colorful history. Built in the early 1600s, Plaza de Armas, as it was called then, was a place for military training and ceremonies. In memory of Miguel Lopez de Legazpi, the first Spanish Governor-General who established dominion over the Philippines, an obelisk stands at the heart of the plaza. In the American colonial period, Plaza de Armas was renamed Plaza Libertad, or Liberty Park. Much later, it became known as Plaza Independencia. Isa may bright history ninyo kaya magpa-explain kung ano ang Fort San Pedro.
Ha, bright history? Wala. Economics ka tayo. Pagkas kinayo ka. Kayo, AP ka lang.
Ibaga ko nun yung pangutanan na kung sa manang Fort San Pedro.
Sa tagkana sa pag-gusto na sa Fort San Pedro. Ay, kanang base lang sa kanang. Base lang sa akong nabasa nga books, ha? Kaya hindi rin ang port sa oras. Dagat ni siya siguro. Sa base lang sa akong nabasahan sa libro. Dagat ni siya sa una. Then, ang kanang Santo Niño is ang luyong ana is kani. Then, mo ni siya katong dagat. Kanang karon nga na is RP. Kaya nagkahinay-hinay siya, oh.
Yung sa manang fort, ganun na may fort sa dagat. They may not know much of the plaza's history, but they definitely know how it is to have fun in this most historic place. Following years of repair, landscape, and redesign, Plaza Independencia is now a cleaner, fresher, and safer Cebu destination.
Cebu, Queen City of the South. At peak hours, traffic is heavy. But for a Manilan like me, still not that bad. On my way back to the airport, I see this stretch of road along Mandaue City. It's been undergoing repair by DPWH for some time and I'm stuck in traffic. I see many roads like this. But hey, that perhaps is the price of development. An increasing volume of motor vehicles every year requiring wider roads. I hear of moves to create a mass transport system and the construction of more PUV terminals. I wonder what's coming out of that. And then there are plans for the construction of a third bridge connecting mainland Cebu and Mactan Island. I'm nearing the airport now and I'm on the second of two Mactan bridges. Opened in August 1999 to decongest traffic from the older Mactan-Mandawi Bridge, the Marcelo Fernan Bridge is an architectural wonder. The 1,274-meter extra-dose cable-stayed bridge is one of the longest bridges in the Philippines with 2 lanes on each side. After about 30 minutes, I'm now at the airport in Mactan. It's the second busiest in the Philippines, catering to a growing number of tourists and business travelers like me. Improvements have started to take place this year as the new terminal is expected to be completed in 2018. By then, passenger capacity is expected to increase to 12.5 million a year from its current 4.5 million. A promotional video for the airport by GMR Infrastructure claims that once done, the new Mactan Cebu International Airport will feel like a resort and not just a gateway. In itself, a destination, and I can't wait. This is Bart Borja, and I'll see you around next time.
And this has been Rosemary Halganza Bonomeo from My Destination.